You ever walk into your shift and feel the tension before anyone even says a word? Yeah? Me too. Welcome back to Pharmacy Tech Unfiltered. I'm Elena, your guide through the chaos, the quiet truths, and the stuff no one talks about in pharmacy world. And today, we are going there. Conflict!
A conflict!
Tech versus tech. Tech versus pharmacist. That awkward energy in the break room. The side eyes at the register. The I'm fine. That's definitely not fine. Let's unpack it. Let's be real. Working in a pharmacy means moving at 100 miles an hour, all day, every day.
196 miles per hour.
There is very little room for grace when we are this stretched. Sometimes it's small stuff, a label not printed, a phone not answered. Sometimes it's bigger, favoritism, micromanagement, disrespect. But here's the part that no one says out loud. Most of us are just burned out, under-supported, and doing our best to survive the shift. And sometimes that frustration doesn't go upward. It gets passed sideways, between us, and it chips away at the team. And suddenly, that tight-knit team starts feeling like a pressure cooker.
You know what? I got a good idea. Why don't we turn the heat down on this pressure cooker?
You look at the tech next to you, and instead of feeling like you're in it together, it feels like you are in a competition. But competition kills collaboration, and no one thrives in a war zone. But the tension isn't always coming from above. Sometimes it's just right next to us. You're not imagining it. If work has been feeling heavy lately, like you're constantly dodging shade, doing the most, or just biting the tongue to survive, I made something for you. This guide, called Why is Work So Toxic, breaks down the silent wars happening in your pharmacy every shift. The tension, the power plays, and the burnout nobody wants to talk about. You'll get real talk on things like what to do when a pharmacist constantly throws you under the bus, how to respond when your lead tech micromanages everything, and scripts for when someone comes at you sideways and you are trying not to snap. This isn't just advice, it's survival tools. You'll also find reflection prompts and exit strategies if you are thinking, how do I even get out of here? Whether you are staying, surviving, or planning your next move, this mini guide has something for you. So if you're tired of the fake teamwork and ready to protect your peace, check out Why is Work So Toxic? The link's in this video description. Grab your copy and send it to a tech who needs to hear this. There is tension sometimes, and it's not always personal. It's exhaustion. It's I'm tired of picking up the slack. It's if I don't do it, it won't get done. And if we are being really honest, a lot of us has trauma from bad pharmacy jobs. Places where we were thrown to the wolves. Where asking questions made you the problem. Where mistakes weren't coached, they were punished. So we carry that tension with us into new jobs, new teams. But here is the truth. When we turn that frustration inward or towards each other, nobody wins. It's not weakness to ask for help. It's not laziness to slow down. It's not petty to want fairness. We need to stop playing who does more and start asking, what do we need to function better? Because the strongest techs I know aren't the loudest. They are the ones who protect their energy and their teammates. Before we move on, I want to read a couple quick messages that hit exactly what we're talking about. Hey Elena, I work with another tech who refuses to help unless it's her station. She'll just stand there and watch the queue build while I'm drowning. The worst part? She's got the mouth of a sailor and isn't shy about letting everyone know when she's annoyed. I'm over 40, and she's not even 30 yet, but talks to me like I'm some clueless intern. Management doesn't step in. I've tried talking to her, nothing changes. It's starting to feel personal, but maybe it's just burnout. Either way, I'm tired of feeling like I'm in this alone. And there's another one. I've been working in this pharmacy for a few months, and there is a situation I'm struggling with. One of the pharmacists treats me like I'm beneath him. He'll interrupt me mid-sentence in front of customers and constantly double-checks my every move, but never in private. One time he took over a simple task I was doing and said, "I'll just do it so it gets done right." I'm trying to stay professional, but it's starting to wear me down. How do you stand your ground without making it worse? These are real, and they are not rare. Before we shift gears, I want to point something out. Those messages we just read, they are not just here for story time. They help us see that what you're experiencing isn't just in your head. It's not just you. These letters help remind us that the tension, the conflict, and the pressure, it's part of a much bigger pattern. And sometimes just hearing it from someone else gives you the language or the validation to finally speak up. And then there is another kind of tension, the kind that comes with power dynamics. When it's tech versus pharmacist. Let's just say it, some pharmacists are amazing collaborators. Others, not so much. And when the power dynamic tilts too far, it stops being a team and starts feeling like a hierarchy you can never climb. I've been talked down to, blamed for errors I didn't make, told to just do it without context. And I know I'm not alone. One time I was expected to train a new hire on a process I had barely been taught myself. I asked the pharmacist for clarification, and she rolled her eyes and said, "Just figure it out, like everyone else did." I did the scariest thing I could at the time. I stood my ground. I said, "I want to do this right, and I need your help to make sure it's done safely." Did it change everything overnight? No. But it shifted something in me. I stopped thinking of myself as just a tech that day, because here is what I had to learn. Advocating for yourself isn't disrespectful. You are not just a tech, and being assertive doesn't make you aggressive. You can and you should ask questions. You can clarify, document, and set boundaries without being rude. The systems are flawed, but that doesn't mean you have to suffer silently inside them. Okay, so now what? Let's talk about what we can actually do in those moments. Let's get practical for a sec. Use the pause. Before snapping back, take a breath.
Take a breath.
Ask yourself, is this about me or is this about their stress? Clarify before you assume. Miscommunication is a silent killer in pharmacies. Ask questions. Confirm steps. Don't gossip. Reflect. Venting feels good for a minute. But what if instead you talked it out with someone who could help you solve it? Put it in writing. When in doubt, document. Protect yourself professionally. Conflict doesn't mean something's broken. Sometimes it's just the signal that something needs attention.
All right, everybody, I need your attention, please.
At the end of the day, it's not just about tools. It's about protecting your peace. I'm not here to tell you to love your coworkers or hold hands in a circle. I'm here to tell you this. You don't have to carry the weight of broken systems on your own. There is power in protecting your peace. There is strength in pausing. And there is healing in not internalizing every conflict like it's your fault. This industry is tough, but you are tougher. And maybe, just maybe, the real win is not losing yourself in the chaos. If this episode gave you something to think about, share it. Text it to your favorite tech. Post it. DM it to someone who's been in it lately. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and follow the show. Subscribe and leave a comment. It helps more techs to find this space. Because being real is rare, but it shouldn't be. Till next time, be safe, speak up, and I'll catch you behind the mic soon.